Hello friends, welcome to Notebook Videos. This particular lesson discusses the meaning of human capital, human development and human capital formation. Also, the video will discuss the government's role in the development of the education and health sector, the gross domestic products, GDP, and changes in the education sector for the development of the economy. My friends, we have often seen people unemployed because of lack of skills or lack of communication abilities. There are a bunch of people in the community who may lack employable skills, and if we could have them learn those skills, perhaps work or higher pay would not be a problem for them. So, human capital is very important, and in this video, we shall learn more about it. When we talk about human capital, it is more about the economic value of a person or the market value that he or she can generate through the services delivered through the stock of competencies, knowledge, social and personality attributes, and ability to perform. Ali was working in a construction company till he ran into a health hazard. He has had problems inhaling and had sustained breathing problems over the last few months. Naturally, Ali was hospitalized and was unable to work. The hospital provided him with good medical and physician support so that he could get back to work. So, Ali resumed work and started adding economic value to the company as before, and we had human capital generated. Ali was able to return back to work for the favorable healthcare facilities that were available in the neighborhood, and such facilities can be only made available to the people when the government ensures functional and standard healthcare services with investments in the sector. The World Bank definition of human capital is given by people's innate abilities and talent plus their knowledge, skills and experience that makes them economically productive. It also states that human capital can be increased by investing in healthcare, education and job training. So, just as capital investments are required in new factories and new businesses to grow, one can also invest in education, training and healthcare services to make workers or laborers more effective and economically productive to raise human capital. Human capital would not be completely useful unless there is human development associated with it. These two are distinct terms and have different interpretations. While we think of human capital adding economic value to a system by increase of productivity, human development would be alleviation of quality of life standards. It is assumed that better human capital would lead to higher productivity, higher earnings, and better quality of life for workers. Human capital, as stated earlier, is meant for better productivity and better economic value, with higher investments in health and education. Human development, on the other hand, is a consideration of how the quality of life is raised through these investments. If you look at the Human Development Index, it shows three main aspects in particular: a decent standard of living, long and healthy life, and the educational parameters of an individual. Let's discuss a live example to illustrate the difference. Rupesh's father is a small businessman in the village. He sends his son for higher education to the cities. Rupesh is able to gather skills and knowledge that benefits his father's business. When he is back home to contribute more in his family business, he increases profits in the business and contributes effectively to generate higher revenue. The formal education helps him implement the new skills. So Rupesh turns himself from a human resource to a human capital. With such great improvements, Rupesh is able to buy a car for his family, and that obviously reflects better quality of life. So Rupesh is able to have a better lifestyle, and there is human development, a betterment of the lifestyle, and in long-term living happens due to additional human capital. Keep in mind, my friends, Rupesh's transformation was only possible with educational institutes that provided him with the opportunity to enhance his knowledge and skills. And Ali's health would not have recovered without an existing healthcare facility. So, government intervention is important for generation of human capital. Higher investments lead to higher economic growth and rising GDP. Government of India has set up several institutes to provide services in education and health. Some of the noteworthy institutions are National Council of Educational Research and Training, NCERT, and All India Council of Technical Education, AICTE. Both these organizations work closely with schools and colleges in India to ensure delivery of quality education and fulfillment of Indian academic standards. Similarly, the ICMR, Indian Council for Medical Research, is a premier healthcare institute that was found to provide quality services in healthcare. So, among the many roles that government plays to generate human capital is maintaining control over private sector institutes so that abnormally high rates cannot be charged for admission or others. This is to ensure that people have access to education with affordable admission and tuition fees. Similarly, in the health sector, cost of treatment and surgeries are also monitored for overall welfare of the common mass. The increment in adult literacy level, the achievement in primary education, and growth in literacy rate of youth were among the many achievements in education in India. From 1990 to 2015, observed in the visual cue chart, the literacy level increased in both genders. Between 1990 to 2015, the adult literacy rate in males increased from 61.6% to 81%, and in a female, it increased from 33% to 63%. So it appears that gap in gender equity has been addressed to some extent in this period. Gender equity has a positive impact on the social status of women and also has a favorable impact on women's fertility rates and health care of women and children. Apart from gender equity, the government aimed the education for all agenda. The first one was to increase literacy levels in India and was strategized to provide free and compulsory education to children between the age of 10 and 14 years. So with this, we come to the end of this video. Hope you have enjoyed this session, and we look forward to see you in other videos of Notebook.